set up so you can eat your food there. So that should be ready if you want it after you guys could go like in 5 minutes. You should be ready to serve. So let's open the prayer. Thank you, Lord, for this day, Lord. Thank you for the opportunity, Lord, to come here, Lord, and be able to enjoy each other's fellowship, Father. No matter what the outcome of the race is, Lord, that we have a great time today. And I ask it in Jesus' name, amen. So Pastor Matt.
Microphone.
Microphone.
Please. Thank you.
Microphone.
Microphone.
Good morning, everyone. Everybody's so awake. It's barely morning. I'm standing up here just because I can see easier. How many of you know what the Bible says about you? Yeah, nobody raised their hand. That's a good thing. Because it says a lot about you. But one of the things is in the book of Psalms, it says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Does anybody know what that means? You guys aren't awake yet. You're like, I just want to race cars. I didn't know I was going to get taught anything today. So the Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And it says that you were created with a purpose and you were created with a plan. The best thing is if you go to the book of Ephesians, it says that God created the plan that he was going to ask you to do first, and then he created you. So you are perfectly created for what God wants you to do in life. So for parents, one of the important things for you to realize in this is that in those moments that you want to give up and you're looking and you're like, dear Lord, what do I do with these kids sometimes? You were perfectly created and wired to raise the kids that God entrusted you to because he had a plan for you to have these kids before you ever did. And so you have the ability to be the best parent that they could ever be. It's the same thing with your spouse. You are perfectly wired to be the spouse that your spouse needs you to be when you are simply following God's word and doing what he's asked you to do. It's the same thing with being a parent. It's the same thing in so many ways. For you kids, you're going to go through a lot of hard things in life. How many of you have ever gone through something hard? Kids, how many of you have ever gone through something hard? You've had a hard test. You've had a hard friend. You've had a hard day. You've had a bad hair day. I have bad hair days every day. But what's important to remember is that God created you to go through the things that you're going to go through in life. God created you to be able to overcome the things through him and through his word, the hard things that you're going to go through in life. God wired you so perfectly and created you so perfectly that God has a plan for your life, and the plan that he has is good, and the plan that he has for you is great, and you don't have to question that. That doesn't mean it's always going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to have to go through some hard things in order to get to where God wants you to be. But what's important to remember is that God created you in his image with a purpose and a plan. And when he did that, he did it in such a way that he created you perfectly for what he's going to ask you to do in life. So no matter what it is that God asks you to do in life, our answer to him should always be yes, because he created you for it. Because he created you in the way. He created you with a purpose. He created you with a plan in mind before he ever even formed you. So when hard things come, we thank God and say, God, thank you that you're allowing me to get ready to go through this because I know that you created me able to go through it. I know that you created me prepared to go through this. And for parents, encourage your kids when hard things come. Encourage them that God has a plan for you. God created you so perfectly, and God created you to go through these things, and God created you to overcome these things, and God created you in a way that you're going to be able to come out stronger on the other side. Let's pray. God, we thank you for today. God, we thank you for everything that you want to do. God, we surrender this day to you. God, help us to always walk in what you've called us to walk in. And God, I pray that you just help today to go well, that you help us to win well and lose well. And God, that you just help us to glorify you in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. And now Commander Bruce is going to sing the national anthem.
Okay, Nate, ready? Can you stand for the national anthem, please?
Can you sleep by the dawn's early All right, everybody, welcome to the Ranger Derby 2026. Who's ready to race? You guys have the fastest car? Raise your hand if you have the fastest car here and you're pretty sure. Commander John is very confident over there. I saw that arm come up high and fast, so we'll see. So, hey, just a couple things, parents and kids. You guys need to stay together, okay? We cannot have kids running through the building, and nobody's to go up in the balcony. So, parents, please keep track of your kids at all times. We're staying out of the balcony. So, those of you that are hiding in the balcony, except for Commander Ryder, you guys need to come down. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the rainbows. So if you're in rainbows class and you've got a car that you've raced, you're going to come up to the stairs over here and you can sit on the side of the track. Where are my rainbows class? Come on up, rainbows. You're going to come over this way. Come on, Gideon. You're going to come over on this side of the stage and go up the stairs. And you can sit right by the side right here, but stay away from the track, everybody, because it is very sensitive. Scooch to the middle for me. Yeah, there you go. That way we're away from that end. Okay. All right, rainbows. Cheer for your cars. We're going to do a test run here to make sure everything's underway. At times, with equipment this sensitive, built by NASA. Trying to get the equipment to communicate properly to each other. Yeah. I know, I saw a book of dad jokes in John Lamar's pocket when he walked in. So what do you call a sleeping bull? Keith Barenci. Or a bulldozer, yes. What do you call a fish with no eye? A fish. There you go. Those are just warm-up jokes, people. So there are two goldfish in a tank, and one looks at the other one and says, "Do you even know how to drive this thing?" That one was from Logan. All right, we're going to try this again, make sure everything's connected properly. Again, built by NASA, so you never know. All right, we're going to try this again. What cars do we have up there? We have Victoria Kringle's Cinnamon and Gideon Moore's with the Grinch Scales. Rainbow Sparkle Shine, Evelyn. And Sam's got, was that the PJ Mask car? And another Sparkles. Very good. All right, let's see what happens here. And we're racing. There's a fast one over there. Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Is it displaying it up there? Okay. It's just not up front? Top right. Oh, okay. So in first place was Sparkles, followed by Grinch Scales. In second, PJ Mascar, Rainbow Sparkle Shine, and Cinnamon taking up fifth. All right, we're going to run the race again. So what we do is we switch. Each car gets a chance to race on each track, on each lane. And then it takes an average of the racing speeds because each lane can be just slightly, again, built by NASA, so they might be just a little bit off from each other. Okay, are we ready? All right, here we go. Did it register? Did not. Okay, it just took its time. In first place, we had PJ Mascar. Second place is Sparkles. Third, Grinch Scales. Fourth, Rainbow Sparkle Shine. And in fifth, Cinnamon. We're going to shift things around to the next lane for the third heat out of 5 heats. You guys ready? All right, Rainbows, here we go. We're still chewing on the data, gigabits and gigabits, teraflops of data. That'd be great. Okay, in first place we have the Grinch Scales. Second was PJ Mascar. Third place was Sparkles. Fourth, Rainbow Sparkle Shine. And fifth, Cinnamon. We're going to get ready for heat number 4 out of 5. All right. Man, that's looking pretty close. Those are fast cars today, people. All right, we got to wait for the data to trickle in. And first we had Sparkles. Second, Grinch Scales. Third, PJ Mascar. Fourth, Rainbow Sparkle Shine. And fifth, Cinnamon. All right, so we're going to get up for our 5th and final heat for the Rainbows class. Get ready. And they're off. Man, those are some fast cars. You guys built amazing vehicular modes of transport. Waiting for the data. Windows XP 95. Uh-oh. And we had first place was Sparkles. Second, Grinch Scales. Third, Mascar. Fourth, Sparkle Shine. And fifth, Cinnamon. Let's give it a hand up for the Rainbows. Okay, the next group coming up, we have the Ranger Kids. So if you're a Ranger Kid, very carefully go up the side. Where this, Ashton, up the side. Well, you're already there. Randy, can you help make sure that they don't crowd? You guys got to back up a little bit and stay into the middle. Wow, there's a lot of Ranger Kids. How do I survive every Wednesday? That's true. We have a good team. That's the only way. Number 3. Wow, look at those guys. Okay, so in lane 1, we have Cybertruck by Slava. Lane 2, Hot Wheels. Lane 3, Glow. Wonder why it's called that. I don't know. Lane 4, we have Robin Racer. And lane 5, Cross of Gold. Thank you for the music, Nate. That's wonderful. There's some fast cars on that track. What do we got here? We're waiting for the data to trickle in. Yeah, I know. It is loading. It's just taking its time, folks. In first place, we have Robin Racer with a new track record. In second place, Cross of Gold. Third place, Hot Wheels. Fourth place, Glow. And fifth place, Cybertruck. All right, we're going to get ready for our second heat. What do prisoners use to call each other with? Cell phones. That's so funny. I'll save that for the next delay. That's good. Okay, here we go. Those were close. Make sure we don't pound the stage, please, boys. NASA, remember? NASA. And as the data comes in, we've got in first place was Flash. Second was Robin Racer. Third, Cross of Gold. Fourth place was Hot Wheels. Fifth place, we had Glow. All right, we're getting set up for our third heat. We're introducing a new racer this time. We have Ashton Seymour's The Black Blur. Flash has entered the heat there in lane 4. There's a joke here in this book that says, atheism is a non-profit organization. Prophet. That's quite funny. Here we go. Such speed as we get ready for Heat 4. There are only 17 heats for the Ranger kids. As each car races its own. A new track record was set by Ashton Seymour there. Nice job. Fast car, 211 miles an hour. The Black Blur. Robin Racer taking second. Flash in third. Cross of Gold in fourth. And Glow in fifth. Entering in now into Heat 4. Theo Smith is taking up lane 5 with Spidey. Facing the other 4 racers already on the track. Quick cars, quick cars. Hey, why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin. Commander Bill liked that one. All right, and first we had the Black Blur. In second was Robin Racer. Third, Flash. Fourth was Spidey, and fifth was Cross of Gold. Oh my goodness. We have the Mackin Squasher has come in to lane 5. Is that the one with the light kit? That's a fancy looking car. The Mackin Squasher. You even got the capital I right. That's good. Here we go. All right, let's see if the Mackin Squasher lives up to its title here. We'll wait and see here as we receive the smoke signals to get the data over here. New track record was set by Ashton Seymour again. Black Blur in first, Flash in second, Cross of Gold in third, Spidey in fourth, and Mac and Squasher squashed in fifth. But now we have the Derby police have just entered the track to put a squash on some of these speeders. So we'll see if his lights pull anyone over. So fast. So fast. Hopefully the Derby police can pull that black blur over. Might be a do not chase law though, I don't know. And in first place, did it give it already? Is that it? Oh, first place is black. Oh, that was quick, sorry. And Flash is second, Spidey third, Derby police fourth, Mac and Squasher in fifth. All right, getting ready for heat number 7. We have, the blue blur is now in lane 5 with Jacob Miller. Derby police in lane 4, black blur, Spidey, Mac and Squasher. Here we go, getting ready for heat 7. Oh, those were close. All right, here we go. Now we got some new data coming in already. Black Blur takes first, Spidey second, Derby Police in third, Blue Blur in fourth, Mac and Squasher in fifth. A new racer has entered, USA Racer with Alton against Black Blur, Derby Police, Mac and Squasher, and Spidey. Since we're talking about cars here, why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Because if they had 4, they'd be chicken sedans. Chicken coop has 2. I didn't write these ones, guys. Here we go. All right, in first we have Spidey. Second place, Derby Police. Third, Mac and Squasher. Fourth, the Blue Blur. And fifth, USA Racer. This just in, Pastor Gary just handed me his sermon notes. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help, I've fallen and I can't giddy up. Is that going to be in tomorrow's sermon? All right. Okay, we have Brendan Veras has entered the race with the B in lane 5. Here we go. All right, Derby Police takes first. Right behind that's Blue Blur. The B in third, Mac and Squasher in fourth, and USA Racer in fifth. Now we're in heat number 10. Andrew Fontanas has entered the Frog Rod in lane 5. It looks just like a frog. Commander Richard is the biggest Ranger kid up there. Never seen a Ranger kid so tall. We've held him back a number of years. Here we go. Ooh, there was some speed on that one. Derby Police in first, Blue Blur second, the B in third, USA Racer fourth, and the Frog Rod in fifth. All right, heat 11, Lincoln Bork has entered Lightning Lincoln in lane 5 against Frog Rod, the B, USA Racer, and Blue Blur. All right, what do you got here? Some more Pastor Gary sermon notes. What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. Meowton. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. The blue blur takes first, followed by the B. Lightning Lincoln pulls into third. USA Racer in fourth, and the Frog Rod in fifth. Since we're talking about cars here, so my wife told me to go outside and wash the car with my son. I told her I thought a sponge would be better. This one's Commander John's devotional. All right, Spider-Man has entered lane 5. Silas Nato. All right, here we go. Fantastic. In first place, we have the B. Lightning Lincoln in second, Spider-Man third, USA Racer fourth, and Frog Rod in fifth. Now in Heat 13, Rory O'Grady has entered with Cyber Blue in lane 5. You know, I used to have a job raking leaves. No, what did I do? What was it? I used to have a job collecting leaves. I was raking it in. Wah, wah, wah. All right, here we go. All right, first place, Lightning Lincoln lives up to his name, followed by the B buzzing in second, Cyber Blue in third, Spider-Man swings into fourth, and Frog Rod hopping into fifth. All right, Heat 14. Slava comes back in with Cybertruck in lane 5 versus Cyber Blue, side by side. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. Here we go. Saw smoke coming off of that one. In first place. Uh-oh, we're slow again. What'd you do, Matthew? Smoke signals again. Getting our data. Oh, there we go. First place again with Lightning Lincoln. Cyber Blue in second. Spider-Man web crawling into third. Frog Rod swims into fourth. Cybertruck in fifth. Do you guys know I wrote a song all about tortillas? Come to think of it, it was actually more of a rap. That fell there, thank you. That fell flat. Okay, Hot Wheels in lane 5. Ezra Munson enters the race now, ladies and gentlemen, in heat number 15. Nice. Such speed on that one. Had a little bit of an accident on the track there. Waiting for the data to peel over. In first place, Lightning Lincoln. Second was Cyber Blue. Third, Spider-Man. Fourth, Hot Wheels. And fifth, Cybertruck. Entering into our second to last heat, Isaiah Robbins glows back in with glow in lane 5. In first, we had Cyber Blue. Second, Spider-Man. Third, Glow. Fourth, Hot Wheels. And fifth, Cybertruck. Now entering the final heat of the Ranger Kids round, Toby McIntosh comes back in with Robin Racer in lane 5. All right, getting ready for the final round. All right, in first place was Robin Racer. Second was Cyber Blue, third Hot Wheels, fourth Glow, and fifth Cybertruck. All right, guys, let's give it a hand for the Ranger Kids. Ranger Kids, you guys can carefully exit the stage. The next age group. So it is noon. If some of you guys would like to get lunch, there are burgers and hot dogs, things being cooked up in the kitchen with tables and chairs. So if you need to get your lunch, it's ready to rock and roll. All proceeds go to support the Outpost. SARS comes later. Friends is an early one. That's good. So the next group will be the Prims group. Prims group, we have a couple of racers. We have Cybertruck 2 and Speedy 7. You two, you can come up racing against each other. You get to race on all the tracks. See which track is your favorite. Well, this one only gets 2 heats, correct? 2 heats, sorry. 2 heats for this one. Here we go. All right. They were neck and neck. Waiting for the data to come in. Oh, the track's still running on those other 3 lanes, guys. Final lane. Built by NASA. Okay, first place was Speedy 7, followed by Cybertruck 2 in second. The results were already given. So did they switch places? They switched places. Here we go. And in first was Speedy 7. In second, Cybertruck 2. All right. Good job, Prims. Let's give the Prims a hand. You guys worked hard on those cars. We're just going to double check one thing. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball. Pastor Gary's sermon notes, guys. You do not want to miss this tomorrow. So some folks found out today that there are actually adult didn't realize there were actually adult races you can do. So parents, you can race in the adult category next year if you didn't do it this year. It's always a lot of fun to see the parents and commanders battle it out as well. All right, let's see what else. Here's some Bible trivia. Where was King David's temple located? On the side of his head. I got one laugh out of that one. That's good. These are Pastor Gary's sermon notes. We're trying just to make sure that yeah. So the prims we're going to redo because it didn't rotate them through all the lanes. So we're going to see if we can get them to rotate through all the lanes this time. So the prims, we're going to have you guys come back up with your cars or come up to the stage so you get a chance to race again. What's Forrest Gump's password? 1 Forrest 1. That was bad. Okay, we're gonna try the prims again. It's not on the screen. It's on 1 and 2 right now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So what's the heat 1? Heat 1 is going to be lane 1 and lane 2. Cybertruck 2 in lane 1 and Speedy 7 in lane 2. All right. Daniel, swipe the, thank you, sir. Commander Daniel. All right. So, place first was Speedy 7, and second was Cybertruck 2. And now we're going to switch over to lane 1. We're going to put Speedy 7, and in lane 5, we're going to move Cybertruck 2. All right. Heat number 2 results coming in. On the back of a turtle. In first was Speedy 7, and in second was Cybertruck 2. All right, moving on to heat number 3. What's that? That's heat. This is heat number 2. What? Yeah, this should be 3, yes. So heat number 3. In lane 4, we have Cybertruck 2, and in lane 5, Speedy 7. Ooh, that was close. That was close. In first place was Speedy 7, followed by Cybertruck 2. Moving on to the 4th heat, we have lane 3 and lane 4. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, is that the results right there? It is. First place is Cybertruck 2, and second was Speedy 7. Sorry about that. And the final heat for the prims Lane 2 is Cybertruck 2. Lane 3, Speedy 7. All right, final round. Speedy 7 in first and Cybertruck 2 in second. Let's give it a hand again for our prims. You guys were so good. We needed an encore. Okay, moving on now to the next group, the Discovery Rangers. So if you're in Discovery Rangers, please come up to the stage. Enter by the stairs. Far side of the stage. Keep going. I know this is the quickest point. Yeah, Richard. We got our bouncer there now. Okay, in lane 1, looks like Josiah Kringle. Dawagani Cup. Did I pronounce that right? Coop? Dawagani Coop. Isaac Newton. Sentry in lane 3. Sharkster in lane 4. And Mustache in lane 5. You guys ready or not? All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Something happened there. We're gonna have to we're gonna rerun that one. Had a slight mishap on the track with one of the vehicles. It hit a squirrel. Why did the chicken cross the road? To prove to the squirrel it can be done. Oh man, nothing. That was in Pastor Gary's notes. Okay. I'm gonna rerun that race, that heat. All right. In first was Sentry, followed by Mustache in second, Sharkster in third, Isaac Newton in fourth, and Dawagani Cup in fifth. Entering in lane 5, the Beast. Luke roars. The Beast roars. And Mustache, Sharkster, Sentry, and Isaac Newton. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're so good at it. Okay. Here we go. Heat number 2. All right. In first place was Sentry, followed by Isaac Newton. Third was Mustache. Fourth, Sharkster. And fifth place, the Beast. Jay Ellis has entered the lane 5 with Looking for First. Okay, here we go. Heat number 3 for Discovery Rangers. All right, in first place, Sentry. Second was Looking for First. Third was Mustache. Fourth is Sharkster. And fifth place, the Beast. Entering now in lane 5, Camden Godbout brings the Flame. Against Looking for First, the Beast, Mustache, and Sharkster. What's a shark's favorite saying? Man overboard. All right, in first, hey, looking for first, found it. In second was Sharkster, third, Mustache, fourth, The Flame, and fifth, The Beast. Now we have an unknown racer has entered in lane 5. The unknown. Against The Flame, looking for first, The Beast, and Mustache in lane 1. All right, heat number 5 of 11. Here we go. All right, in first place, we have Unknown has taken first. Looking for first is in second. The Flame in third, Mustache in fourth, and the Beast in fifth. And now, not to be outdone by the Unknown, we have IDK has entered in lane 5. Here we go. Another fantastic race. Still waiting for details here to trickle in. In first was IDK, followed by Unknown. Looking for first, pulls in third. The Flame burns into fourth, and the Beast in fifth. All right, and now we have the Thingy. Comes into lane 5. IDK in 4. Unknown in 3. The Flame in number 2, and looking for first in lane 1. The Thingy. The creativity this round is just unbelievable. Amazing. Here we go. In first was Unknown, followed by IDK. Looking for first, pulls in third. The Flame in fourth, and the Thingy in fifth. Dawagoni Coop in lane 5 has pulled back into the race for heat number 8. I gotta know, is that a special? I know. I wonder what is a different language? What does it mean? It means little deuce coop. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. You got to push that one across the track there. Yeah, sometimes you're not careful where you put your tires. All right, in first was IDK, Unknown in second, The Thingy in third, The Flame in fourth, and Dawagoni Coop, Little Deuce Coop in fifth. I did hear that someone thought he said Little Moose Poop, and that's not correct. It was Little Deuce Coop. Thank you, Zachary. Isaac Newton re-enters in lane 5. Dawagoni Coop in lane 4. The Thingy in 3, IDK 2, Unknown 1. All right, in first we had IDK, Unknown in second, The Thingy in third, Isaac Newton in fourth, and Dawagani Coop in fifth. The Sentry re-enters lane 5. Connor Fontanis pulls in, ready to fire up with Sentry. What do you call a pig that practices karate, Jason? Correct, a pork chop. 10 results are coming in sporadically. In first was Century. IDK in second, The Thingy in third, Isaac Newton in fourth, and Dawagani Coop in fifth. Final heat for the Discovery Rangers. Night Bork is back in with Sharkster. He smells blood on the track. Okay, final heat. Here we go. And the 11th and final heat for Discovery Rangers ends with Sentry in first, Sharkster in second, The Thingy in third, Isaac Newton in fourth, and Dawagani Coop in fifth. All right, let's give it a hand for our Discovery Rangers. Great job, guys. Okay, we're going to take a short break. A few minutes if you want to grab lunch or use the restroom. We're going to get ready for the next age group here. Yeah, we got to let the track cool down a little bit. Remember, NASA. We just ask that parents keep track of your kids during this break. Do not let them roam through the church, please.
Just wanna speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. 'Cause I know there is peace within your presence. I speak Jesus. I just wanna speak the name of Jesus. Till every dark addiction starts to break, declaring there is hope and there is freedom. I speak
The next group is going to be the Stars group. The Stars group. So if you're a star, Camila, Noel, Azariah, Sophia, Ada, come on up to the center. There's 5 racers.
They're probably.
All right, first round we had No School in first. Second place, Amy Rose. Third, Espresso. Fourth is Pinky, and fifth is Bluey. All right, switching the lanes up again for heat number 2 out of 5. No School. Okay, here we go. Heat number 2. All right, first place, No School. Is that the one? Jesus is in the lead. Second was Amy Rose. Third, Espresso. Fourth is Pinky. Fifth is Bluey. Here we go. Wow, No School, first place. Make sure you take a look at who's driving that bus, people. That's an amazing car. Second place, Amy Rose. Espresso in third. Bluey in fourth. And Pinky in fifth. All right, here we go in heat number 4 for the Stars group. Here we go. All right. That was pretty fast. Straight and narrow. That's right. Waiting for this thing to finish thinking. Uh-oh. In first place was No School. Second, Amy Rose. Espresso in third. Bluey fourth. Pinky fifth. Entering our final heat for the Stars group. And they're off down the track. Straight and narrow again with No School in first place. Amy Rose in second, Espresso in third, Pinky fourth, and Bluey in fifth. Let's give it a hand for the Stars group. Nice job, Stars. All right. Now we have the Adventure Rangers group. Adventure Rangers, make your way up to the front, please. All Adventure Rangers. All right. We have in lane 1, Charizardite X. Lane 2, we have a Slow Turtle. Lane 3, Eat My Sawdust. Lane 4, Redfish. Lane 5, we have Mario's Doom. Red fish, blue fish. Maybe, that might be coming. All right, here we go. Heat number 1 of 7. It's a good group, good group. Here we go. Adventure Rangers, you ready? All right, in first place, Charizardite X. In second place, Eat My Sawdust. In third, Slow Turtle. Fourth, Redfish. And fifth, Mario's Doom. And we have Mario's Kart enters the race in lane 5 versus Mario's Doom. And there's even a turtle on the track. I see a theme forming. Yeah. Here we go. All right. In first place, Eat My Sawdust. In second, Mario's Kart. Third, Slow Turtle. Fourth, Red Fish. Fifth place, Mario's Doom. Now entering the race, Bladen enters the Flame 2.0 in lane 5. In first place, Eat My Sawdust. In second, Flame 2.0. Third, Mario's Kart. Fourth, Redfish. Fifth, Mario's Doom. And back into lane 5, Charizardite X re-enters the fray. Cheer for your favorite Adventure Ranger, folks. Here we go. In first place, Charizardite X. Second, Flame 2.0. Third, Mario's Kart. Fourth, Redfish. Fifth, Mario's Doom. The Slow Turtle creeps back onto the track in lane 5. Jeremiah Taylor back in the race. Well, this explains a lot. The title of this book is Exceptionally Bad Dad Jokes. It lives up to its name. All right, in first, the Flame 2.0, followed by Charizardite X, and then Mario Kart in third, Slow Turtle fourth, and Mario's Doom in fifth. Second to last race, heat, we have Eat My Sawdust back on the track. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. What do you call a watch, a belt with a watch on it? Yes, I think he's read, this is your devotional. You have the same devotional? All right, heat number 6 is just about underway. Here we go. have in first place? Waiting. Charizardite X in first, followed by Eat My Sawdust. The Flame 2.0 in third, Mario's Kart fourth, and Slow Turtle in fifth. Final heat for the Adventure Rangers.
I put his
All right. And re-entering in lane 5, Redfish. Here we go with the final heat. And it is Charizardite X in first, followed by Eat My Sawdust in second, the Flame 2.0, Redfish, and Slow Turtle in fifth. Good job, Adventure Rangers! Okay, the next group, we have the Friends group, Becca Fontanis with Bingo. Where's Becca? All right, she's got her car, she's coming. Yes. Yeah, so this isn't the only race. You're going to be racing against the fastest cars in the final too, so don't go anywhere. All right. Yeah, we're going to take a look at your car here for a second. The bottom seems to be scraping the track there. We're just taking it over to the pit here real quick. The tire was sort of rubbing unnecessarily. Okay. It's not ready yet? Are we good? Hold on one second. What did the daddy spider say to baby spider? You spend too much time on the web. Here we go. Oh, that's so much faster. Whoa, big difference there. All right, Becca in first. Bingo. Or is it BB Bingo? Hold on one second. I guess it was ready. All right, in first place, Bingo. Heat number 4. All right, cheering section. Such speed, 202 miles an hour on that one. Here we go, final high, Bingo in first place. All right, let's give Becca a hand. Thank you, Becca, for participating. We need more friends joining these groups. All right. Entering the next round is the Expedition Rangers. All the Expedition Rangers Push their chest out, walk up with a manly stroll. Look at that. Shoulders back. Ugh, ugh, grunt, grunt. Okay. And in lane 5, we have Thing 2. Sam Lamar's, I don't know, in lane 4. Unleaded in lane 3. Minuteman 3 in lane 2. And Thing 1 in lane 1. Ready? Yep. Such speed, such speed. All right. We have in first place, Minuteman 3. Second place, Unleaded. Third, Thing 1. Fourth, I don't know. Fifth, Thing 2. Threw me off there for a second. All right, shifting some things around on the track. Got some fast cars here at this level, guys. They've had years and years and years of watching their fathers build their cars for them. And now is their chance. I'm just guessing. I have no idea how that works. No. Whoa, neck and neck on that one. Look at the time. Whoa. Minuteman 3 in first, Unleaded second, Thing 1 third, I don't know, fourth, Thing 2 fifth. Wow. 0.02 of a second. All right, shifting around again on the tracks and the lanes. Ooh, wow. At the end there, kaboom. Minuteman 3 in first with a crash at the end there. Unleaded in second, Thing 1 in third, I don't know, in fourth, Thing 2 in fifth. Did we lose a wheel on that one, Easton? Just kept pushing it back on and kept winning. Heat number 4 for the Expedition Rangers. Wow, that's pretty fast. In first, Minuteman 3. Unleaded in second. Close, close, close. I don't know in third. Thing 2 in fourth. Thing 1 in fifth. All right, the final heat for Expedition Rangers. All right, final race for the Expedition, final heat. Oh no, something happened there. We got to rerun that one. Someone was standing on the track on that one. Let's rerun Heat 5. Are you okay, Zachary? Is your finger okay? It got ran over by a car, so I just want to make sure you're good. All right, and Minuteman 3 takes first. Unleaded in second, Thing 1 in third, I don't know in fourth, and Thing 2 in fifth place. All right, Expedition Rangers, give them a hand, guys. Nice job. Okay. Okay, all the adults. If you're an adult commander, you have entered a race. Come on up. Commander John is ready. Taking the stairs. Thank you, Commander John. Anybody else going to join him? Yes, thank you, Sean. There's some courage. There we go. Can we get another one come to the altar here? All right, there we go. No one looking around with your heads bowed. Okay. Okay. In lane 5, Commander Colton has ready. Lane 4, Commander Keith has striker. Lane 3, Commander John, guard duck. Lane 2, Mr. Munson has ye old serpent. And lane 1, Commander Bruce has vapor. Very light on its feet. Oh, new track record for Commander set by Commander Colton with ready. 212.62 miles an hour. Vapor in second, striker in third, guard duck in fourth, ye old serpent in fifth. All right, entering now Commander Anthony with Jax in lane 5. Ready, striker, guard duck, and ye old serpent. All right, in first place is ready, followed by striker in second, guard duck in third, Jax in fourth, ye old serpent in fifth. Entering now the Star Spangled Vet in lane 5. He's getting his camera ready for a selfie. All right, in first place again with ready. Second is striker, third is Jax, fourth guard duck, and the Star Spangled Vet. Flying off the track. Okay, now entering the race, we have Commander Daniel with Milking It in lane 5. Is that 2%? 1%? It's whole milk. Did your duck fall? The duck abandoned ship? All right, in first place is Ready, followed by Striker, then Jax, milking it in fourth, the Star Spangled Vet in fifth. Matthew Schlotman, no longer an Expedition Ranger, first time racing with the big leagues now with Quick Filet in lane 5. I heard a crash. All right, waiting for the timer to communicate with the computer. In first place is Ready, followed closely by Quick Filet. In second, Jackson third, milking it fourth, Star Spangled Vet in fifth. Now entering in lane 5, Michelle Rogerson's Pocket Rocket Bobsled. That one has 4 copies of our Lord. And you got to look closely at it. It's a bobsled full of Jesus figurines. It's amazing. Pocket Rocket Bobsled. Oh, in first place we have Quick Filet, followed by Jax, then milking it, Star Spangled Vet, and Pocket Rocket Bobsled. But now entering, once again, Vapor, back for more. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Heat number 7, here we go. Woo! Lighter than air, Vapor in first, followed by Quick Filet, then milking it, Star Spangled Vet, and Pocket Rocket Bobsled in fifth. Ye Old Serpent has slithered back onto the track now. Brennan Veras just gave me a joke. He said, what is a Pebble's favorite song? Rock and roll, correct? Rock and roll, very good. Thank you for that one. Okay, here we go. Lots of speed there from Vapor in first. Quick Filet in second, milking it in third, Yield Serpent in fourth, and Pocket Rocket Bobsled in fifth. Guard Duck, minus the duck, has re-entered the fray. Now it's just Guard. Duck feet. Less. It's more aerodynamic now, which that'll be helpful. Heat 9 of 10 here. And stick around after this race. We are going to have the fastest overall race, one big giant race of all the speedy cars. Here we go. All right, and first is Vapor. Quick Filet in second, Guard Duck in third, Yield Serpent in fourth, Pocket Rocket Bobsled in fifth place. The final heat for the adults and commanders age group, Striker has entered the track one more time. Here we go. All right, and in first is Vapor, followed by Striker, Guard Duck in third, Ye Old Serpent in fourth, and Pocket Rocket Bobsled in fifth. All right, give it a hand for the adults and commanders. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we need about just 5 minutes to generate the final race, the big race. So 5-minute break, and then we'll resume very, very shortly. Okay, everybody, we're now entering the grand finals. Fastest overall, Nate Andrada, thing 1. Cybertruck 2 in lane 2. Amy Rose in lane 3. Charizard IX in lane 4. And Minuteman 3 in lane 5. Here we go. Wow, that's a fast car. New track record with Minuteman 3 in first place. Thing 1 in second, Charizard IX in third, Amy Rose in fourth, Cybertruck 2 in fifth. But now entering lane 5 is Robin Racer, Toby McIntosh. And then Minuteman 3, Charizardite, Amy Rose, and Cybertruck 2.
It's going to be like cycling so fast. They're going to be up there for 5 and then.
All right, Minuteman 3 in first, Robin Racer in second, Charizard X in third, Amy Rose in fourth, and Cybertruck in fifth. Entering lane 5, we have Eat My Sawdust against Robin Racer, Minuteman 3, Charizard X, and Amy Rose. All right, here we go. Ooh, that was close. Minuteman 3 in first, Robin Racer in second, Charizard IX in third, Eat My Sawdust in fourth, and Amy Rose in fifth place. Unleaded enters the fray in lane 5. All right, here we go, heat 4. Whoa, smash and crash. Minuteman in first place, Unleaded in second, Robin Racer in third, Charizard IX in fourth, and Eat My Sawdust in fifth place. Entering now in lane 5, Rhett Seymour's Flash. This just in, we just heard what is the quickest way to burn 1,000 calories? Just leave the pizza in the oven. In first place, we have Flash, followed by Unleaded. Third is Minuteman 3, fourth Robin Racer, and fifth is Eat My Sawdust. Entering now in lane 5, we have the Black Blur. In first is the Black Blur, followed by Unleaded. Third is Robin Racer, fourth is Flash, and fifth is Eat My Sawdust. Coming up now, Gideon Moore's The Grinch Scales in lane 5. Since we're on the topic of food, what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. I don't get it. Here we go. All right, in first was Black Blur, second Unleaded, third The Flash, fourth Eat My Sawdust, and fifth The Grinch Scales. But now comes Sam Fartanis's PJ Mask Car in lane 5, flexing his muscles against the others. In first is the Black Blur, followed by Unleaded. The Flash in third, Grinch Scales in fourth, and PJ Mask Car in fifth. Here comes Connor's Sentry. Challenging in lane 5. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire.
I don't get it.
I did hear that a few times. Here we go. And in first again is the Black Blur, followed by the Flash, then Sentry, PJ Mask Car, and the Grinch Scales in fifth. But watch out, folks. No School is entered in lane 5. In first comes the Black Blur, followed by Sentry, then No School, the Grinch Scales, and PJ Mask Car in fifth. Here comes Gloria's Speedy 7 in lane 5. Let's see here, another joke. An invisible man marries an invisible woman. The kids were nothing to look at either. All right, in first is Sentry, followed by No School, the Grinch Scales in third, PJ Mask Car in fourth, and Speedy 7 in fifth place. Bingo in lane 5 has entered the fray. We're on heat 12. We're over the halfway mark for the final heat. Final grand finals. And No School takes first on that round, followed by Sentry, then PJ Mask Car, Bingo in fourth, and Speedy 7 in fifth place. And the Unknown has entered the grand finals now in lane 5. All right, here we go. In first is No School. Second is Sentry, Unknown in third, Bingo in fourth, and Speedy 7 in fifth place. Entering now, Caleb Locke's IDK in lane 5. All right, here's a softball for you kids. Kids, why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels, right?
What? Yes, I did. Yeah, we got that one.
Here we go. And all right, in first place is No School, followed by Unknown, Bingo in third, IDK in fourth, and Speedy 7 takes fifth. Espresso in lane 5 has now entered the grand finals, folks. I could use an espresso. Why are pirates called pirates? They just are. In first is Unknown, followed by IDK, then Bingo in third. Speedy 7 in fourth, and Espresso in fifth. Bladen enters in lane 5, the Flame 2.0. All right. Heat 16, waiting for the details to come through here. Computer decided to slow down. In first is IDK, followed by Unknown, Bingo in third, the Flame 2.0, and Espresso in fifth. But now entering lane 5 is Sparkles, Michaela Robbins.
Toby.
All right, Heat 17. Computer is thinking, making a decision. In first is IDK. The second is Unknown. Third place is the Flame 2.0. Sparkles is fourth, and Espresso is fifth. Entering lane 5 is Thing 1, Nate Andrada. Heat 18 of 21. We're almost done here, folks. That was fast. In first place was Thing 1. IDK took second, Sparkles in third, the Flame 2.0 in fourth, and Espresso in lane 5. Cybertruck 2 now enters the race in lane number 5. All right, the results are in here. First place is Thing 1. Sparkles in second, Flame 2.0, then Espresso, and Cybertruck 2 in fifth place. Second to last heat here, folks. The Flame, Amy Rose has entered lane 5. In first place is Thing 1, followed by Sparkles, then Flame 2.0, Amy Rose in fourth, and Cybertruck 2 in fifth. Now entering the final race of the day, Charizard X rolls into lane 5 to make one last appearance. Here we go. Final race. First place, Charizard X, followed by Thing 1, then Sparkles, Amy Rose in fourth, and Cybertruck 2 in fifth place. All right, that was the last race of the day. So we're going to get ready for our award ceremony. We're just going to move a couple things around here, and I have an announcement to make for all you Ranger kids, parents of Ranger kids. Listen, if your Ranger kid wants to earn their Adventures on Wheels patch for the back of their vest, if they haven't earned it yet. So you did step number 1, which is race in the Derby race. Step number 2 is you need to pray for a week and ask the Lord to help you tell others about Jesus using your Derby car. The third thing is you need to help clean up after we're done here. So before you go home, just help clean up around the sanctuary and in the gym. And the last thing you'll need to do is draw a picture of today's Derby race and bring it into class. Okay? So if those of you Ranger kids, if you want to earn your Adventures on Wheels patch, make sure you see me right after. So, okay? We're getting ready for the award ceremony in just a couple minutes as it generates the finals. Where's Commander Randy?
That might be better.
Okay, everybody, we have come to the end of the Ranger Derby 2026. Giving out the Rainbows trophies. In third place with car number 34, the Grinch Scales. Gideon Moores, third place. Come on up. You gonna turn around and get your trophy? Car, yeah, you got to get your car. Come over and get your patch and your award. You turn around. So pose for your smile. All right, in second place, car 41, PJ Mask Car, Sam Fontanis. Come on up and get your trophy. All right, and in first place, for the Rainbows, car 71, Sparkles, Michaela Robbins. It's a big day. There's a lot of pressure. Paparazzi, cameras. No one's looking at you. Nice job. All right, let's give it a hand for the Rainbows group. Moving on to the Ranger Kids. In third place, car 26, Flash, Rhett Seymour. Come on up, Rhett. Congratulations. You go to your Commander Paquette. In second place, car 15, Robin Racer, Toby McIntosh. Smile. And in first place, car 28, the Black Blur, Ashton Seymour. Okay, on to the Prims. In second place, car number 4, Cybertruck 2, Varvara Uresco. And in first place, car number 51, Speedy 7, Gloria Rogerson. Nice job, Gloria. Okay, moving on to the Discovery. In third place, car 65, unknown, Nicholas Nicolaides. He's not here. They had a family emergency today. And then car number second place, he's also not here, IDK, Caleb Locke. So Commander Morency's going to stand in for them since he looks most like them. Thank you, Commander Keith. And in first place for Discovery, Sentry, Connor Fontanis. Come on up, Connor. First place for Discovery Rangers. Okay. Now we're on to the stars. Car number 67, Espresso, Ada Taylor. In second place, car number 7, Amy Rose, Camila Infante. I hope I said that right. And in first place for stars, No School, Noelle Rogerson. All right, now moving on to the Adventure Rangers. In third place, car 69, the Flame 2.0, Bladen Murphy. All right, he was ready to go. All right, congratulations, Bladen. In second place, car 17, Eat My Sawdust, Justin McIntosh. And in first place for the Adventure Rangers, car number 8, Charizardite X, Noah Robbins. Okay, moving on to the Friends group. First place, car number 52, Bingo, Becca Fontanes, first place. All right. Okay, moving on to the Expedition Rangers. Car number 2 in third place, Thing 1, Nate Andrada. Come on up, Nate. Big smile on Nate Andrada. All right, in second place, car number 18, Unleaded, Logan McIntosh. And in first place, car number 14, Minuteman 3, Easton Harrison. Okay.
I'll still call.
All right. Well, for the commanders and adults, we only give out one trophy. That's first place. But we'll announce the third, second, and first. So in third place was car 57, Quick Filet, Matthew Schlottman. You still get a patch, though. In second place, car number 1, Vapor, Commander Bruce. And in first place, car 27, Ready, Commander Colton Seymour. Woo! You too can buy your car online, folks. Okay. Wow. And the grand finals, the fastest cars overall. Wow, it's really close, actually. between like a tenth of a second. That's crazy. All right, no, wait, 1,000th of a second. In third place, fastest overall grand finals, Expedition Rangers unleaded Logan McIntosh. In second place, another Expedition Ranger, Easton Harrison's Minuteman 3. Oh, keep that smile. His face is beginning to cramp, Commander Richard. Okay. And in a stunning upset, first place, fastest overall, the Black Blur, Ashton Seymour. All right, we're not quite done yet. There's a couple more awards to give out. All right, we just got to figure out what car was which here. We have Most Original Kids Award, Best Looking Kid, not kid, but their car. But the Best Looking Commander. Is that you, Commander Randy? Apparently he walks away with that trophy, according to Lori. An 18. Okay, so we have the best looking car, which was car number 35, Leon Miller, the Derby Police. Best looking car. Look at that thing. Very fancy. Most original. You can keep that one. That's your car. The most original car is Logan McIntosh, unleaded. And the best looking commander is Daniel Dumont. Ladies, he's single. Fantastic. It's a scale model of a milk carton. Very nice. All right, and that is the race, but we need to get your patches and your cars. So what you're going to do, that concludes our Derby race of 2026. Thank you, everybody, for participating today. So the rest of you, if you could please form a line over there to get your car and then get the patch. That goes on your vest. And then Ranger kids that are trying to get their Adventures on Wheels badge, see me after. Thank you, guys, everybody, for participating. It was a great year.